how did it pan out in the Antony family? Your father, former defense minister, 82 years old. The first reactions that have come from him have not been very encouraging. The manner in which it appears he's not been very supportive of your decision. Was there a conversation between you and your father? How did he react? A Congress loyalist father and now the son joining the BJP.
See, my father along with my mother are two people I have the highest of respect and regard for, the greatest of love for him. He is my father. I learned a lot of things from him over a time also. But we are a family of 4 people and we all have our own viewpoints, and this is not any personality clash in any manner. This is not any personal animosity in any manner. This is a difference of ideas and ideals, and this is a difference of what I as a young Indian feel is the right trajectory of this country at this moment. The Congress party which I saw when I was growing up is not the Congress party which exists right now. This is a party that is just standing for the welfare and interest of 2-3 particular individuals. With a rudderless leadership also, I would say. My father has retired from electoral politics. He has moved back to Kerala. But the Congress party has a rudderless leadership and is an organization that is just focused on the welfare and interest of 1 or 2 or 3 individuals. At the same time, I as a young Indian, suddenly I see this organization driven by a leader with a vision, which is having a very clear passion to take this country forward, bring social and economic mobility for our population, give them avenues of economic and social mobility, and is making a very concerted effort to place India as a very relevant, important pole in the emerging multipolar world. So when I'm looking at the different trajectories that is happening around, I feel that as a young Indian, this is what I should be doing. And my father, he has been in the Congress party for almost 65 years, a parliamentarian for almost 50 years. So he has a thought process. But as a young Indian, I believe that this is the present and the future, and I am doing the right thing for the country. Like I mentioned yesterday, I believe that it is my first and primary duty in public life to serve the country, to do something for the country, to try to be a part of the nation building process.
Mr. Antony, where do you see your focus? You've been a Kerala Congress leader. You come from an important state, Kerala, where the BJP hasn't really made as many inroads as it would have liked. Do you think Kerala is where that you would like to work, or are you looking at national politics? How do you see your duty and responsibility now as a BJP leader to be contributing the manner in which you think now?
See, I joined the party yesterday with the blessing of the leadership, and I joined as a regular BJP worker. Now, what role I play, where I play, what I do, all that is not up to me to decide. It's up to the leadership to decide, and whatever the leadership feels is the right thing, I'll be doing. So, all these are not areas which, it is not something which is in my purview in any manner. But whatever the leadership feel, I will be doing. But that is not the point. I feel that whether like even in Kerala, let's say you spoke about Kerala. Kerala also, I'm very sure, just like what you saw in West Bengal, just like what you saw in Tripura, just like what you saw in Telangana, where the vote share in all these states, even most of the northeastern states, the vote share of the BJP even 5 years back used to be 1, 2, 3%, etc. But in all these states, most of these states, the BJP is right now the ruling party, or else they are the primary opposition party. Right now, you look at Kerala also, it is a state that actually has a lot of social and economic issues. There are a lot of security issues. And it is a population where there are unemployment issues. The youth there are very dissatisfied. And it is just a matter of time before they also understand, just like vast majority of India, that the Bharatiya Janata Party is the best option they have for them to receive avenues of economic, newer economic opportunities, newer avenues of economic and social mobility, and the party that will give them inclusive growth. And when they understand that, I believe that it is only a matter of time.
What do you suggest here? My final question here, Anil Antony, will be that you speak as a young Neta, as a young citizen of this country. Do you think that's largely the view within the Congress, and within, are you representing a larger youth view with regard to how the Congress is not able to keep the flock together? One by one, these young Netas are quitting Congress, and not just the young leadership. You even tweeted about how Shashi Tharoor wasn't treated well in one of of the rallies in Kerala. Are we looking at a certain age group that you think that are dissatisfied with the Congress party or are flocking toward the BJP, or do you think there is a bigger consensus that the Congress is not able to manage its affairs? I want to understand, that's why I'm asking this question. I want to understand, is this an age group view, or do you think it's largely within the Congress that the view is coming in from?
See, first of all, I would tell that I have left the Congress. The past is past, and I joined a new party.
Yes.
I am fresh and work for the interest of the country and the Prime Minister's vision. So now whatever happened in the Congress is no longer something that bothers me. But at the same time, I would also say that it is not just young leaders. Like you look at the last 2-3 years, 4
Correct.
years. You had some of the most senior-most leaders, from Ghulam Nabi Saab to Amarinder Ji to Captain Saab to like many tall leaders who had spent 5-6 decades for the party, to very promising young leaders, from Mr. Sindhya to Mr. Prasada to Mr. Singh to
Yes.
to so many people, to even budding young talents. So across the spectrum, people are leaving one by one. And the one thing that is common to all of us, these are all people with good talent and potential who are not fitting certain criteria, in which the current Congress people look for people who will be working for the leadership. Because the current leadership, they are not really looking for, I don't know what they are looking for, but they are only interested in working with people who would put the welfare and interest of 1 or 2 or 3 individuals over broader national interest, over the core interest of the country, over public interest. And this is the kind of people who are right now driving the Congress. So across the spectrum, I see more and more people leaving the Congress, and I am very sure that, forget the Congress, across the country, people are already realized, and more and more people will realize that the Bharatiya Janata Party, led by Prime Minister Modi, is the best and only option to drive the country forward with inclusive growth and take India to a developed nation in the next 25